action.
Hey guys, I'm Frosty.
And I'm Philip.
And we're here at GeekPoint, where we'll be reviewing Studio Ghibli films.
Actually, I think it's pronounced Ghibli, but
Ghibli.
I'm not 100% sure because I don't speak Japanese. He doesn't speak Japanese.
I don't think I do.
We never know it. He might just wake up one morning and just he speaks nothing but Japanese. That'd actually be kind of cool. Let's see. But we started with
Castle in the Sky,
which has the best music out of all of them, in my opinion. I'm moving this.
Okay.
And we were up all day watching these movies. It works out to be like 10.5 hours of movie, and we, 2 liters of Dr. Pepper, 2 liters of Orange Crush. We're working on Fanta.
And we have another Coke over there. It's been crazy.
We played a little bit of poker. We made popcorn with bacon grease. This is awesome.
Okay. So
down to business.
Let's get down to business.
That's a later episode.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, to start with, Castle in the Sky. It is, in my opinion, okay, it's my favorite. I'll let you know that now. That's my bias. This is my favorite.
It is a very good one.
And it's my favorite because there are airships and pirates and an army and Patsu's a trumpet player.
And a guy with receding hairline. He cannot be trusted!
Okay, quote from Lydia. Yeah, shout out to Lydia. Look at that receding hairline. He obviously cannot be trusted. I've got like 3 pages of notes here, so bear with me. The music, first of all, is amazing. Joe Hisaishi, I can't say his name.
Here, give me a sec.
H-I-S-H-A-I.
Hisaishi.
That's it, Hisaishi.
Hisaishi.
Second only to John Williams. And the reason why I say second only to John Williams is because nobody knows who he is. Which is really unfortunate, because he's amazing. I mean, if you can hear in the background, we've got the menu music playing. This is great. Okay, turn it down. Please, I'm sitting right in front of the speaker. Let's see. The animation is amazing. Like, you can see, this. I mean, the scene with the doves is amazing. It's one of the better scenes.
Yes.
The clouds are really good, and the landscape.
It's all just perfect. It's not even animation, it's more art than anything. Yeah,
I mean, and people often don't talk about animation as art, but this is art. I mean,
I myself am not a professional artist, a recreational artist. I do art.
Like you're a recreational druggie.
No, not quite. Only
Same kind of money situation now.
Okay, so I personally, the artwork really gets to me because artwork's kind of my thing, and all the Studio Ghibli movies, however you say it, movies have great animation, great artwork, great music, everything. And
I'm a musician, so the music is what really gets me. And I can actually play a Patsu's trumpet solo. I can't play it right now because it's like
12
it's
midnight.
Actually after midnight, I think.
Oh.
That's fine. Let's see. Airships. There are airships that you have no idea how awesome airships are, unless you're like me, and then and then awesome, you like airships too. Let's see. And while I'm thinking about airships and airships in general, the pirates, the airship pirates, are the funniest people.
They're just everything you would imagine a pirate is not, they are.
And then there are also a lot of things that pirates are. They're violent, they're thieves.
They wear pink spandex.
Yes, they wear pink spandex. And the captain is their mom, the engineer is their dad. And there's
who looks like Eggman from Sonic.
Yeah. And there's one black crew member who does call Dola Mom, which is a little bit... Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from
topics. Let's talk about what was the next one? Grave of the
Fireflies.
And we misplaced
the case, so I can't show you the case.
It's one that I think everybody should see once. It is not a children's movie, though. It can make grown men cry.
I'm crying just thinking about it.
And, you know, hell, it makes Christina cry. That's kind of the benchmark. If it can make Christina cry, you know that it's a sad movie. And it's about end of the war, post-war Japan.
After we dropped nukes on them.
Yeah. During World War II, right before we dropped the bomb, we didn't know what kind of impact it was going to have. We didn't know it would be so bad.
We just thought it was a really big thing that blew up.
Yeah. However, in our defense, we killed more people with firebombings, and we saved hundreds of millions of lives by not mounting an amphibious invasion of the mainland of Japan. And you can argue about that all you want. We're not addressing that right now. Graves of Fireflies, must see. It makes grown men cry, so be aware of that. They live in Hiroshima. Or
the
Hiroshima.
suburbs.
Yeah. And it's just a really sad movie. So let's move on to
Princess Mononoke.
Right.
This is my favorite. I like it because you get the main character is a median between two warring ways of life.
Actually, 3 if you count samurai.
3. Okay, 3. But he tries to see everything from their point of view, and you as the viewer also see that. So you see that there's not just a light and a dark, there's a gray everywhere in between. It's really good. I recommend it. It's awesome.
And then we watched, oh right, before we move on, the Princess Mononoke is set in a time period right after the iron sands had run out. So they're just now trying to get the steel from under the mountain, the iron from under the mountain. And it's also about this time that the wood steel billets from Damascus steel is made from dried up. And there's a museum somewhere that's got a wood steel billet like this big. And it's the last one in the world. That's, sorry, getting off topic. I like swords and metal.
Alright, the basic idea of Princess Mononoke is, it starts off, he's in his small village, a demon comes, curses him, and he's like, I need to find out what happened here. He figures out that the curse was caused by humans trying to cut down the forest to get to the steel.
The iron.
Iron. And to break the curse, he has to stop the fighting. And it's just very powerful.
And then after that we watched Arietty, which is, I think, the newest one, right?
Yes, I do believe.
It is, we didn't actually really watch it because at that time we were also making dinner, and for dinner we had grease with a side of bacon, with a side of eggs, with a side of popcorn.
It was awesome.
Anyway, but the art in that one, I think, far and beyond a lot of them. Just the attention to detail.
This one here has by far the best artwork out of all of them. It is the newest, yes, but it doesn't flaunt like all the new graphics and technology. No, it stays true to how it's been. But it adds so much little details that you don't realize are there, that you could watch it over and over and over again and still find things that you didn't see before.
And the story and the concept is very old. The Barber's books were being written, 30 years ago, I think. Don't quote me on that one, it's just a guess. My dad read them when he was growing up, so like 130. So. And then we watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which is, I think, one of the first Studio Ghibli movies I saw. I think the first one I saw was My Neighbor Totoro, which we didn't get to watch because I can't find my copy of it, damn it. But anyway, back to Kiki's Delivery Service. We can't think of anything negative. Generally, we can think of at least one thing. For example, the original Star Wars trilogy got a 6.9 or a 6.8 out of 7 GeekPoints.
Yeah.
Which you understand that I am the biggest Star Wars nerd in the state of Virginia.
I want to build my own Millennium Falcon.
Oh, did you hear about the people in Tennessee who are building one?
Really?
Yeah, full scale. Out of plywood.
Damn it, they beat me to it!
Well, you still got time if you could, get down to the shop and get to work.
I'll be back!
Well, okay, so, Kiki's Delivery Service. Where to start? You've got...
At the very beginning!
No!
Aww.
You've got a witch who turns 13 and has to leave home. That's kind of a coming-of-age theme, which is very prevalent in every kind of literature there is.
Especially so in Japanese.
Yeah.
Because Japanese have a lot of traditions regarding coming of age.
Well, so do the Rus and so on and so forth.
Yeah, true.
Everybody does, but that's not really all that important. That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yes.
And, watching the part where she gets to town, her magic skill that the witch that she's talking to in the air was, ooh, what's your special skill? Her special skill is not dying when she gets hit by cars, almost.
Or lightning.
Yes, lightning and cars. She avoids them. It's amazing.
She's like, okay, here I go. Oh, car. Woo, oh, bus.
I mean, that's just kind of amazing in itself.
She gets 10 points for broken physics.
Yes, excellent point.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything against Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah, no.
It's a great story. It's, again, good animation.
Everything Studio Ghibli is good animation to begin with.
Good music. Every Studio Ghibli film has appropriate music. It's not just good, it fits the story. It's like a piece of a puzzle just clicking in there.
And now I think we're to the point where we can talk about themes throughout and connections. For example, let's start with Kiki is the same. Okay, Studio Ghibli has a stable of actors, or they're drawing characters are actors, and the same same actor who plays Kiki also plays Shida and Chihiro and the older girl in Totoro.
They all look exactly the same, pretty much exactly the same.
And you'll notice in Kiki's Delivery Service, she has hair like her braids just got hacked off, which, if you've seen Castle in the Sky, spoiler alert, she gets her braids shot off, which is kind of fucking scary.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cursed.
Okay, and the thing is, again, spoiler alert, the person who shoots her hair off also looks like...
Masuka. Looks like Kiki's dad.
It's the weirdest thing ever. He has a receding hairline.
He cannot be trusted. By the way, that's a new thing.
Yes.
People with receding hairlines cannot be trusted. I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Let's see. Flight. Kiki can fly. Patsu is building a freaking airplane in his garage. His dad was an aviator. Combo is building an airplane.
Yes.
Let's see. Totoro can fly on that little top thing. I don't know how that works. Broken physics again.
Yes. Again, 10 points for broken physics.
And in Spirited Away, Chihiro flies on, oh boyfriend. I just lost his name. The river.
Yeah, you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen, if you haven't seen them.
Haku.
Yeah, Haku, flying on Haku's back. If you have not seen any of these movies, you need to. I mean, it's not an optional thing, you just need to. Period. Under discussion.
If you don't, I will find out where you live.
Yeah, that's actually kind of scary.
I can do that.
Let's see, what else do I have? The witch that Kiki talks to when she's flying off, looks like the picture of the young Dola.
She has 2 long braids, pink
and they're
hair.
pink and they stick out like that.
Yeah.
And she has the same kind of facial structure as the picture of young Dola in Dola's cabin.
Dola is, if we didn't mention this before, the mom boss of the pirates in Castle in the Sky.
And the police officer who almost arrests and calls Kiki's parents is Lupin III.
From Arsène Lupin III.
And from the castles of Cagliostro and so on and so forth. Let's see. There are a lot of cool cars. I mean, I will say this now. I'm a car buff. I mean, music, cars, movies, Star Wars. There are a lot of cool cars in the Studio Ghibli films. I don't know why that is. Like I said, Flight. The painter in Kiki's Delivery Service looks like an older version of Arietty. I don't know if there's a... Where's the Kiki case? Where's the Arietty case?
Kiki.
I don't think the painter's in any of the pictures.
But she looks just like this, except older.
And she even has a red hair tie.
Okay,
back.
look up Arietty, and you will find.
Yeah.
You'll see the similarities. Sorry,
let's see.
I'm up too late.
And Toki in Princess Mononoke is the woman who guides Chihiro, and we can't remember her name. We couldn't watch Spirited Away, which kind of disappoints me.
Yes.
Because...
your sister stole it.
Yes, and she also has Howl's Moving Castle, which... I'm going to have to go to Winchester soon. The signs are in some form of German. The architecture is very Italian.
Yes.
Which... I don't...
I didn't pay much attention to architecture, normally I do, but since this was animated, I didn't really feel the need to go into that so much.
Okay, let's see. European architecture, cool cars.
Guns.
Oh, right. For some reason, in Castle in the Sky, all of the soldiers are carrying Enfield rifles. General What's-His-Face has a Tokarev pistol, like a TT-34 or 33. No, you're thinking of the...
Yeah, you're right.
The Mosca and his guys have a top-rate revolver that I think... I mean, in retrospect, when I'm thinking about it now, I think it looks like the Webley Pistol No. 1 Mark IV, which... Look it up. It's a real gun, yes. It was the British Special Services pistol for a long time.
He's big into guns, too.
Let's see. Joe Hisaishi is effing awesome. I mean... Fecking awesome. There you go. He's fecking awesome. Oh, and... Sona's husband is a badass. I mean, no kidding. The dude is awesome. I mean,
he takes 2 trays of some sort of baked goods, spins them on his fingers, then slides them onto a counter.
And not only that, there are moments where you look at him and go, yeah, he's a badass. And then there are times when he's just kind of...
He's the nicest guy.
And then during the credits, you know, he's feeding the baby, you know, from a bottle. All of a sudden he gets his big,
stupid grin across his face. And the best part is he doesn't talk at all.
He's one of the best characters. One of the best.
He can give you what he's thinking without talking at all. It is amazing.
Let's see. And I'd like to address some of the ones that we didn't get to watch today. Howl's Moving Castle. One of the best you'll ever see. It's another good one. Porco Rosso. That's a really fun one.
Yep.
Ponyo, it's a little kid movie, but it's good. I mean, for those of you with children, or for those of you who are young, Ponyo,
or who act young.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, we will post a list somewhere. And to sum this up, Hayao Miyazaki-san, Studio Ghibli, all our points belong to you. And I think that sums it up nicely.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes, I do believe so.
Now, I'm going to go get some more bacon popcorn.
Okay.
And we'll see you guys later.